After a long pause, I finally have read more books in January, and these are the 3 that I've read recently. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zacks Books, and today I've got for you a recent reads. January kind of hit kind of hard in terms of like COVID. I didn't get it, but my manager did, and so I had to work about 13 days in a row, 12 days in a row, something like that. So I really have not had time to film anything, A, and B, to read any books. And quite literally the first day I had off, I read 3 books. So, very exciting stuff, and these books we will have linked down below. And I gotta say, in this stack, I think I read probably one of my top books of the year already, and it's not a horror book, so very excited about it. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the books. Alright, so between these 3 books, we've got a varying of ratings. We've got a 3.5, a 4, and a 5, quite literally in that order, which I'm going to talk about them in, so yay. The first one that I read was This Thing Between Us by Gus Moreno. This book, in my opinion, started out hot. It was very good. It kind of, to me, it's kind of told in 3 different kind of parts. The first part is like you're introduced to this family. It's a smart house. Awesome stuff. And then it changes tone to where, I don't want to spoil too much, but the people go to a cabin and like things are different. The smart house, it's like a rip-off like Alexa. I don't want to say it too loud because we have one and she'll just start singing away. And so pretty much what happens is it's an evil version of that, and it not necessarily like evil, but it's like possessed. A lot of bad things happen in this book. There's like weird like I call them flashback scenes because I think that's ultimately what I think happens in part of this book is like this book irritated me, but it was also good because like the last third of the book, like the third act, is just kind of like, what the hell's going on? I don't know if I missed something major or what, but I've also heard some people say the last part of the book was not also their favorite part. It kind of went over my head, not gonna lie. But I will say the first 2/3 of this book, very solid stuff, and then it just kind of takes a turn. So for me, the 3-star is the first 2 parts, and then that little half-star is the last part. So otherwise, I will say I would recommend it, but just be wary that the ending is kind of out there. And I've read King books, and I think that this ending is like out there. So yeah, there you have This Thing Between Us by Gus Moreno. All right, next up is The House Next Door by Darcy Coates. This book, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good story, and I liked the bondage of friendship between the 2 main women that we're following. I will say that I don't know, the story, I gave it 4 stars. The story worked for me. It was a typical Darcy, but it wasn't like, I don't know, it felt a little different than the other Darcy Coates books I've read. In terms of it's not like, as like horrific or spooky. It's just kind of like, I don't know, at some points you kind of feel bad for the ghost that's like haunting this place. Like you kind of just like, that kind of sucks. I will say though, the twist that ends up happening towards the end, when they mention it, I don't know, it kind of sways your opinion on what you feel towards the ghost. So, I don't know. That's my thought. I gave it 4 stars. It was a Darcy Coates book, but at times it didn't feel like it was a Darcy Coates book. It is on the thinner side for her. I don't know. It's just a book I knew I had to read, and I thought, I don't know, it didn't feel like Darcy to me, in all honesty. I liked it though, so I don't know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, there you have The House Next Door by Darcy Coates. Okay, so this last book I'm going to talk about, in my opinion, I feel is it's kind of like the thriller version of Project Hail Mary to me. And I think that is a bold accusation of this book. But I'm going there with it. And if you guys don't agree, then just let me know. But These Silent Woods by Kimmy Cunningham Grant. This book, I like just finished this not that long ago, and it's like, it's still fresh in my mind. It's such a good book. It's such like a compelling story. It's so like, you know, you're really rooting for the dad and the daughter in this book. It's just like, oh my God. I feel like how I did when I read Project Hail Mary. Like I just can't talk about this book because it's going to spoil too much. But at the same time, I like don't want to shut up about it and I want to tell you guys everything. But I can't. So please read this book. 5 stars. Like this is, and besides The Maid so far, this is probably the best book I've read this year. It's on the shorter side, but like, even the cover looks really cool. I mean, look at that. I'm just so like conflicted on telling you guys stuff about this book, but I literally cannot. It's so good. Please read this book. Pretty much this daughter and her dad are out in like this wooded area. They're taking refuge. The dad did something in his past. He's an old Vietnam veteran, and obviously he's got like, you know, some traumatic things that have happened with him with that, and so he's on the run pretty much, protecting the daughter. You find out one twist about why that is, then you find out another twist about something else, and the ending to me is really what like gets me with this book. The whole time I'm reading it, I'm just kind of like, okay, well, where is this going to go? What's going to happen? And then the ending happens, and I'm blown away. Because you're led on to believe that one of these characters is just kind of like weird and creepy, and then like quite literally the ultimate sacrifice. Like it's just so good. I like that. That's a literally. I might have even said too much there, but like it's so good. Read the book. It's just good. It's good. These Silent Woods by Kimmy Cunningham Grant. All right, so these are my 3 recent reads. I am in the middle of a book. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, though. It's the Tommy Knockers. But these books are really great. I loved all of these books. Obviously, the first one I talked about, whatever. But really solid stuff. Very good picks. And again, the thriller pick Danielle picked was really good. So, just got a taste for thriller books. But, yeah. What are some books you've read recently? Make sure you let me know in the comments down below. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.